Hello students, how are you all? Today we are going to study the noun case, and this is for class 8 students. Students, try to understand this chapter properly. What is case? The relation in which a noun or pronoun stands to some other words is called its case. Now in very simple language I will explain that case shows the relation of a noun or a pronoun to another word in a sentence. Case shows the relation of a noun or a pronoun to another word in a sentence. Now, accordingly, we have 6 types of cases. So, case can be divided into 6 types: nominative case, objective, dative, vocative, case in apposition, and possessive case. Nominative, objective, dative, vocative, case in apposition, and possessive case. Now, what is nominative case? Nominative case is also called subjective case. See, when a noun or pronoun is used as a subject of a verb. Students, you have studied subject and predicate. So, subject of a verb is said to be nominative or subjective case. For example, Rajkumar has taken the book. So, you just cover the words. Just see who. Ask the question who. Who has taken the book? Rajkumar. Whenever you want to find out the nominative case, ask the question who. We went there. Who went there? So we went there. So we, here Rajkumar and we are the nominative cases. Now comes to objective or accusative case. When a noun or pronoun is used as a object of a verb, it is said to be the objective case. So, now acquisitive means what is receiving the action. When you learn subject and object, subject is always the doer of the action and object is the receiver of the action. So, acquisitive case means the word which acts as a receiver. Now, see the example. He killed a snake. Now, how to find the objective case? Always put the question whom for living thing and what for non-living thing. Now, he killed a snake. Here, snake is not non-living thing, but you will say what did he kill? So, he killed a snake. Rajesh learned his lesson. And now, what did Rajesh learn? His lesson. So, lesson and snake are the objective cases. Third one is dative case. Students, before I discuss dative case, let me discuss something else. Direct and indirect object. This is something very important and you should know. Now, students, some of the sentences carry two objects also, and it's not necessary that all objects are indirect or direct. How to identify which is direct object and which is indirect objects? I will give you a simple trick. Indirect objects are always living things and direct objects are always non-living things. That you remember. Living objects are always indirect object and non-living objects are always direct object. One example I will show you. The teacher taught Mohan geography. Now again put question. What did the teacher teach? So geography. Whom did the teacher teach geography? Mohan. So Mohan is living thing. So it is indirect object. Geography is a lesson non-living thing. So it is a direct object. Understood? This one is clear. So some of the verbs like teach, tell, give, ask, offer, promise, many more are there. Always take two objects after them. So you can write down one of these objects refer to some person, that is living thing. This is known as indirect object. The other refers to non-living thing. So this is direct object. Understood? Now let us discuss dative case. So the indirect object of a verb is said to be in the dative case. For example, the teacher asked Sonal a question. Again, you cover the objects. We have two objects, Sonal and question. Two nouns, Sonal and question. Now, put the question. What did the teacher ask Sonal? Cover question. So, question was asked. So, this is direct object. And whom did the teacher ask question? So, Sonal. It is indirect object. So, this Sonal, this indirect object is said to be dative case. And this is objective case. Understood? The indirect object of a verb is said to be in the dative case. Vocative case or nominative of address. When a noun is used to address a person or thing is in the vocative case. This one you will be able to understand if I say in a very simple language, and very easy trick is there. When in a sentence a proper noun or a name of a person is directly addressed. You can see the example here. Come here, Sam. So whom am I calling? Directly I am referring a proper noun, Sam. So Sam is the vocative case. Understood? So it's very easy. Friends, comma, listen to me. So friends, directly I am addressing friends. Directly I am addressing a noun. So it is a vocative case. So you can make a note, students, that the person is directly called upon in a sentence, then it is in a vocative case. Understood? Now come to the next case. Case in apposition. First you write down the meaning of apposition. Apposition means placing near. So what is the meaning of apposition? When two nouns are used for one person, then the second noun is called case in apposition of the first noun. You can see in your book, students, the example. Hari, my brother, came. Here you have two nouns, Hari and my brother. Hari and my brother refers to the same person. So my brother is the case in apposition of Hari. Understood? Call Ram, the doctor. Here you can see two nouns, Ram and doctor. So this doctor, the second noun, is called the case in apposition of the first noun, that is Ram. Understood, students? I hope, students, these 5 types of cases are very clear to you. Please you revise, and I shall discuss possessive case in my next video. And let us make a very quick revision. Cases are of 6 types. Nominative case, which is also called subjective case. Objective case means the direct object when only one object is referred. Dative case, when in a sentence we have two objects, one direct object and one indirect object, then indirect object is said to be in the dative case. Vocative case, when in a sentence the proper noun is directly addressed, then it is said to be in vocative case. Case in apposition, when two nouns are referred to the same person, then it is said to be in the case in apposition. The second noun is said to be the case in apposition of the first noun. Students, I hope these 5 cases are very clear to you. Thank you.